A ghost story. So based on the intro to this review here, you could probably guess exactly what a ghost story is about. Yeah, it's basically a guy who is under a sheet. He walks around for 90 minutes looking at things, looking at people, watching people's lives and stuff like that. That's really the best way I can sum up the plot of this movie, because that's really all the movie is. It's a guy who walks around for 90 minutes. Alright, so let's get into a ghost story. Oh my god, I'm going to get so much flack for this, just like I did with Mother, but I am sorry, I do not care. Let's get into it. If I had to pick at least one positive with a ghost story, I guess it's that, I could see what director David Lowery was going for. He directed Pete's Dragon, then he went to this. I can kind of see what he was going for, and the acting, I guess, wasn't terrible, but that doesn't really make any difference with how much I did not like this movie. But yeah, it didn't necessarily piss me off the same way Mother or any other pretentious art house garbage film like that, The Neon Demon or something like that would, I guess. Alright, so just like with my Mother review, this is going to get controversial, but I am sorry, I do not care. I could not stand this movie at all. It was boring, preposterous, nonsensical, metaphorical, Oscar bait bullcrap up the butt. That's the best way I can put it, because that's what the movie is. And it's hard for me to recall exactly what happens in the movie because of that. Because I was so bored watching this movie to the point where I actually had to fall asleep about halfway through it. I had to pause the movie and fall asleep for like 45 minutes. And yeah, by the time I woke up, I couldn't even remember what was going on. But yeah, let's get into why I couldn't stand this movie. First off, the acting was okay, but it's nothing special. Rooney Mara's in the movie. She doesn't really do much at all. Casey Affleck's in the movie. He is basically just walking around for 90 minutes. Again, that's what this movie is. It's about this guy played by Casey Affleck. I'm sorry, this is kind of a spoiler, but yeah, he dies, and then he becomes this ghost. He's under a sheet. Yeah, how original is that? And he just walks around and he stalks Rooney Mara for 90 minutes and watches a bunch of other people come and go through houses and stuff. That's the whole movie. That's the best way I can put it bluntly. It's the whole freaking movie. Nothing happens. I'm just watching this. I'm just like, can something please happen? Because nothing happens throughout this movie. 90 minutes, and you do nothing with it. Come on. At least try to make a decent movie and not a pretentious, boring, Oscar bait art house bullcrap movie like you did with this. Yeah, typical A24, I guess. A24 does this a lot. But yeah. Oh, and I thought It Comes at Night and The Witch were bad. No. This movie is way worse than those two. I'm not even kidding. I'd rather watch those two in a row again than watch this movie. Why? Because again, nothing freaking happens. At least stuff happens in The Witch and It Comes at Night, albeit it's like two things in 90 minutes, but nothing happens in this movie. Nothing. I guess actually one thing does happen, around 20-30 minutes into the movie. Rooney Mara eats a pie for 8 minutes. So yeah, we just get to watch her walk around eating this pie, just doing that, stuffing her face with this pie, and then she throws it all up later. I think that's how it goes. I barely even remember any scene in this movie because I fell freaking asleep. But yeah. And I thought the cinematography was so shoddy. Like, it's trying so hard to be this artsy, deep meaning thing, but it doesn't work. It's the same problem I have with all these pretentious art house bullcrap movies. They go for this metaphorical, deep meaning nonsense, and instead of going by face value, which is what I like to go by. I go based off what's on screen. And yet there's these pretentious art house cinephiles out there that say, "Oh, you just didn't get it. There's a deeper meaning behind this movie. You don't know what a real movie is. Go back to watching your MCU movies or your Star Wars blockbuster movies." You know what? I will go back to my MCU and Star Wars summer blockbuster type of films. You know why? Because those movies are actually good and they're fun. Not this movie. This movie's not good, nor is it fun. It's boring. At least with the MCU. Like, MCU movies, a lot of those have like 80-90% Rotten Tomatoes scores as well. So, yeah. And people just say, like, "Oh, A Ghost Story was just too smart for you." Like, give me a break. You want to see a movie that's actually smart and makes you think the right way? Watch Arrival, directed by Denis Villeneuve. Or, better yet, Blade Runner 2049. I saw that last Thursday. That's a perfect example. Or, let me see, let's go over some Christopher Nolan films here, shall we? Memento, The Prestige, Inception, perfect example. Let's see, some other movies. Minority Report, kind of, I guess. But Fight Club, Interstellar, The Matrix, perfect examples of movies that make you think the right way, and it can give you answers based on what's on the screen, what you see in front of you, not this pretentious, metaphorical, deep meaning garbage. So yeah, like, I don't understand these pretentious art house cinephiles sometimes, because their comments just make no sense. Like, again, Inception, Memento, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, all perfect examples of movies like that. And Blade Runner 2049, I love it how people say that movie's boring, yet like A Ghost Story is not. I just love it. But I laugh at those types of statements. I really do. But the thing about Blade Runner 2049 is it's actually captivating and engaging, and it has characters that actually have common sense, and you can make sense of where the story's going. With this movie's like half the length of Blade Runner 2049, and yet it feels much longer. That's how boring this freaking movie is. But yeah, I really don't have much else to say about A Ghost Story. It's another one of those pretentious A24 garbage movies that that's about nothing, and it's just a waste of my damn time. Don't even bother. Don't bother with it. So yeah, there you go. Another overrated movie of 2017. And guess what? I thought The Witch was overrated. I thought Fault in Our Stars was overrated. I thought It Comes at Night was overrated. I thought Okja was overrated. Oh, what's another one? Crap, I'm trying to think. But yeah, you get the idea. You get the idea. I thought those movies were overrated. This one takes the cake. Yeah, watching Rooney Mara eat a pie for 8 minutes. Give me a break. People find that captivating. I don't get it. So yeah, it may not have pissed me off as much as Mother did, but nonetheless, this movie still irritated me to no end. I had to fall asleep halfway through because nothing was happening at all. This movie's literally about nothing. That's the best way I can put it. It's literally about nothing. So yeah, I'm going to give A Ghost Story the same grade I originally gave Mother. I'm going to be lowering Mother's score because the more I think about that movie, the more it pisses me off. But yeah, I'm going to give A Ghost Story 19% rotten rating. That is an F. Alright, so there's my review of A Ghost Story. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you thought of it. If you do like this movie, good for you, once again, but I couldn't get behind it. I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be another one of those controversial movie rants that I do, just like Mother and It Comes at Night. So, yeah. I couldn't stand A Ghost Story. It's now my most overrated film of the decade, my most overrated film of the year, arguably the worst A24 film, one of them for sure, and just nonsensical and about completely nothing. So, yeah, that's my review of A Ghost Story. Again, comment below what you thought of the movie, if you did see it, and what's your favorite A24 film? Personally, my favorite is Locke, because that movie is actually captivating and engaging, and it makes you think the right way. I don't know why A24 can't do that with all of their movies, but whatever, I guess. But yeah, go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more reviews to come in the future. I'm going to have American-made and Blade Runner 2049 reviews coming up for you guys soon. So until the next review, once again, my name is the California Cougar, and always remember to stay California cool. Peace.